gentlemen. First of all, I'd like to welcome you on board. TA-373 flight 1272
It started with a cable from headquarters at morning briefing. You're out in the streets.
Do the honors, Layla.
Expected in the next 72 hours, an airline-related event on a flight heading to Austria or Germany. Departure port uncertain. Damascus, Beirut, Istanbul possibilities. Group Da'irat al-Salihun. The primary actors likely recruits from outside of Somalia. Likelihood high.
Da'irat al-Salihun. Didn't they split from al-Shabaab a couple of years ago?
Shabab weren't devout enough for them.
It's not about devotion.
I was being ironic, Layla.
Shabab operate locally in Somalia. Da'ira are international. They have collaborations all over the world.
Terrorist in our backyard. It's our take.
Germany, maybe, but not Austria. So what do they want? Troops out of Afghanistan? The Austrians only have a handful. The Germans have the third largest presence in NATO security force. Maybe they want to free some fellow combatants from jail. Again, Germany's the one holding more than its fair share.
But we're talking EU, remember? You don't have to land in Berlin or Frankfurt to speak to the Germans.
What about money?
Not with Tehran bankrolling them.
Then we got the message from Europol about Ilyas Shishani. He'd arrived in Barcelona 2 days before from Tehran.
What did you know about Ilyas at this point?
Chechen extremist. You ran him as a source in Moscow. He joined a group in Iran that was already working with al-Dairat, so it wasn't much of a leap to wonder if he'd arrived for Flight 127.
But you didn't know for sure.
No, none of us knew anything. Could have been bad intel.
Excuse me, sir. Could you please remain seated? Pardon, beyefendi, lütfen oturun.
Everybody come! Stay down!
Then we were called back from lunch.
No. What's the situation?
The plane landed, then they took it over. There are 6 Americans on board, and they've already killed the stewardess. The ambassador's on the phone with the Minister of Foreign Affairs. We're scrambling a task force upstairs.
Who's talking to them?
No one. They issued their demands by calling a local TV station, closed the blinds, and cut off all communication.
Do we know who they are?
Layla.
The Turks have ID'd 4. Suleiman Wahid Saudi, Beslan Abduliev, Chechen, Omar Samatar Ali Somali, and Nadif Del Margulid, also Somali. We've got their passport photos, but not a lot more.
They've separated the children.
They did what?
9 children between ages 5 and 12. They're in the front as human shields.
What are their demands?
5 prisoner releases, 2 here in Austria, 3 in Germany. We have 24 hours.
What's the likelihood of the Austrians and Germans giving in?
Still waiting to hear from Merkel's people. The assessment is that she'll fold.
So we don't know, huh? God, politicians.
What we do know is that Ilyas Shishani is in Europe and may be coordinating this.
All right, time to shake up our networks. Bill, Celia, that's you. Ernst, call in some favors with the Austrians. Owen, cut through the chatter. Find out what they're planning next. Sir. And Layla, I want you to dig deeper into each one of these assholes.
Yes, Chief.
Hold on 1 second. Yeah, Nick.
Change of plan.
I gotta go.
Got 24 hours.
Do we know anything more about it or no?
Ilyas Shishani might be involved.
I'll talk to my sources. Ihre Familie hat Verbindungen. Was sagen Sie?
Ich weiß für nichts.
Da. Gibt's da keine weitere Zelle, die operiert? Können wir vom Wetteren in Fjochingen asken? Was haben Sie für Möglichkeiten? Anything?
Ich hab's Ihnen gesagt. Ich weiß nichts drüber.
Was sagen Sie nochmal schön?
Dann sehen es die Menschen Partei. Natürlich sind es Partei.
Einige der Jüngeren packen ihre Sachen. Sie wollen nach Syrien.
Was spricht da gerade mit Leuten hier in Wien?
Weiß ich nicht.
Kannst du mir Ihren Namen geben?
Es ist so gefährlich.
Sein Name ist Ilyas Shishani. Wir denken, dass in Wien sein kommt.
Ich kenn diesen Mann nicht.
Look, Carter.
Ich kenn diesen
People
Mann.
are gonna die, Tar.
Ich kenn diesen Mann nicht.
Kann ich sonst mit jemandem reden?
Es tut mir leid.